Hello, this is Rahul Hegde with the Software Engineering Group, and this will be our second demo for BeetRoot, the e-commerce music application. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, we weren't able to completely flesh out our website, but I can show you what we do have finished. So this is our login page. It works both in Windows and for smaller screens as well. It has a mobile layout. As you can see, it's quite responsive. We have a browse page for browsing the various songs, and it can be sorted by clicking. And we have our search bar that's functional, and we have a song listing page where we can actually view the different songs. We can select the format, and it'll give you the price based on that specific format. So like if you want a CD or whatever. So as you can see, this is our code right over here. So let us just run the server. I just recently dropped the database so that it would be freshly generated for this demo. And as you can see in here, the database has been generated. And in the songs, there is just only the default song. And let's go through and demonstrate our routes. So first of all, I'll show you the login, and for the sake of time in this demonstration, I'll just use the artist login, although all the other logins work as well. As you can see, if you send in a username and password, it'll give you an access token that's used to authorize the routes to the different APIs that are used. And you'll notice that in the users, we have a refresh token that is generated for anyone who is signed in, so anyone with a refresh token is known to be signed in on the database. Passwords are hashed, as you can see, and similarly, if we sign in as an artist, an access token is generated for that artist, and you'll notice that on the database, that artist now has a refresh token because they are now signed in. So with this artist, we can take this access token and do several things, like for example, creating creating a song listing by passing in the following parameters: the artist name, the genre that it's for, the title, the duration, whether it's explicit or not, the license, short description, the date when it's published, some cover art. I just used a placeholder PNG for this, but you can use whatever you want. As you can see, I can just go to whichever, let's see, let's say I just grab this random image. It could be anything. And then we can select the song. So in this case, I just chose a song called Gentle Giants. We gave it the format type and then the price that we want to choose. And we update the authorization with the bearer token of the artist that we just took in. And we send this request. And as you can see, we get a response with the song that was just created. When you saw before, you'll notice that there was only one default song. Now there's two because it just got uploaded, and we have the cover art and songs. And you'll notice that two new things were just brought in. The image that was that I pushed in, which was some random image, and the actual song itself. And you'll notice that in the song listing HTML page, we can select the format, and we can stream the song through our API. As you can see. And we also have controls for the playback speed and whatnot. We've got comments that would exist, and this is what our listing page would look like. To move on, we have controllers for several other controllers and all of our other database objects. Just as a side note, if you'd like to see how our streaming works, as you can see, there are several endpoints for each of the different API routes we have. after we verify the tokens. And this is the streaming code right here, where we can stream parts or ends or any region of the songs that we have in our database that have been uploaded by our artists. So to continue on, let's look at some other routes. For example, the genres. We can get all of the genres with our authorization token. So when we send this, we get an ID of all of the genres. We notice that pop has 2 because we just uploaded one. The other genres don't have many. We can get a specific genre if we just take a specific genre ID. And we pass it into here. And we also need our token. So let's just grab a new token right here. And let us pass in our authorization token. And that gives us our specific genre right here with all of the songs that are in there. We can update this genre if we want to by passing in the name of whichever genre we'd like to update. Let's actually create a genre first. And in this case, let's call it I don't know, Rabba or something. Doesn't really matter what we call it. And when we send it, we created a genre, and you'll notice that it is now in our database. And then if we were to take this ID and go to update the genre to change it to I don't know, Yabba Dabba Doo, and we could give it whichever song parameter we want. In this case, we want it to have let's say the Gentle Giant song, the one that we just created. We could send this request, and you'll notice that I wasn't allowed to create I wasn't allowed to update the genre because I wasn't an admin. Let's say I used the admin login cookie instead. Okay. And let's say I was attempting to authorize as an admin. In this case, I was actually able to. That's an example of our authorization, which you can see being done through these routes. In this case, we were trying to update a genre, which goes through our genres route, and it uses the middleware where you'll notice only admins can update genres. This is middleware that I wrote, which essentially checks to make sure that your roles have the allowed roles, which in this case was the admin. And that gives you access to the update genre function, which I also wrote. You'll notice it is well commented for documentation purposes so that users can see our endpoints, and we could potentially extract it into our Swagger API later for demonstration purposes, but that is also there for use. So far, that gives us the user authentication authorization. It gives us the song creation, song viewing, song dispatch, and streaming, which are all 5 different use cases, as well as creating, updating, and changing genres. Similarly, we have things for comments and roles and histories. So for example, we could get all of the comments currently, which as of now, there aren't any in the database, if I remember correctly. And we could get the current roles, for example. So let's say we pass in our authorization token. And we can see that we have the listener, artist, and admin roles, and similarly, creating, adding, and updating rules works as well. Due to time constraints, because it's already 11:52 p.m., I don't have the chance to show you the rest of these routes. However, if you would like a further demonstration, I would be happy to create another video with further showcases of the rest of our application. For now, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask us in the Zoom call discussion that we will be having later on. And thank you so much for watching. let's just play this for the outro. I forgot to mention that Ryan will also be demonstrating a prototype of the demonstration page and the audio playback page that he has also been working on for a potential future update.
Alright, hello everyone, I'm Ryan and I'm going to be showing off some of our song uploading and song playback capabilities. So for now, I'm just going to show that there's no audio currently uploaded to our servers. There's nothing that you can get out of here. The images that we do have are boilerplate, and this is just our logo. So let's check this out. Really quick, give me just 1 second. Alright, let's open the live server. Okay, here is our upload song portal. So here we can give our song a name. We can give the date that it's uploaded. We can give it art. And for now, I'm just going to use, I have a demo song that I'm going to be posting. So here is my cover art. I'm going to put my role down as artist. Obviously, the user won't be able to see this, and only artists and admins are able to upload songs. But for now, we're just using this to differentiate between the three. And I'm going to give my song a description really quick. This is my song. I hope you enjoy it. Smiley face. And now finally we give our song audio. And now I'm going to submit my song. Okay, let's take a look at what happened. Our song has now been uploaded online. We can see now that we have the name, we have whether or not it's explicit or not, the date, we have the role of the member who uploaded it, as well as a description of the song. Now, finally, we can try to search for our song. So I'm going to look for it. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Okay. So the name of the song is Before the Lights Die, not Died. Unfortunately, it is. You have to type in the name exactly. Otherwise, it won't work. But once I put in the name, I can now see a little bit of our audio player. And let's listen. As you can see, here's our image, and this is the audio for the song itself.